Alright, so I'm gonna be walking through my town, Zurrieq. It's my football club's town. It's a pretty quiet town, peaceful town. It's called the locals town because if you want to see how the local Maltese really live, this is where you should go. I'm walking down the main road right now, on the side of it, heading down there towards Blue Grotto, which is a swimming spot and a natural rock arch. I'm gonna be heading down into the city though, through the main center where the church is. I mean, this town or city is pretty big actually. They do have a main center where I stay at. They have multiple churches actually, that's how it works, but the one that I stay at is pretty beautiful actually. They have these back roads though, these tight narrow streets, which I enjoy a lot. You can walk to them, they're well lit, very, very safe and peaceful city. So the main roads here are lined with palm trees. Actually, you see palm trees a lot in Malta. It's a Mediterranean island, so they're pretty common here. It's a good sign. You know you're in a warm, tropical place when you see palm trees. A lot of drivers actually right now, even though it is a little bit late. It's around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Still a lot of people coming in and out. So the reason everyone's coming out from there is because that's one of the main roads that connects two other towns nearby. There's not many roads here that do that, and they have a couple main highway roads, but still those just mainly lead to the capital city. If you want to go to other small towns nearby, you're gonna have to take these narrow back roads that oftentimes cannot fit two cars side by side, so good luck trying to maneuver there. As you guys see, overall though, it's a pretty quiet town. Yes, there are a lot of cars right now. I think it's because it's a Friday. It's Good Friday right now, Friday before Easter, so everybody's all and about, moving about, going to their friends, family, loved ones, all of that. Usually by this time, if you're walking around, there are no cars, super quiet and super relaxing. As I walk across the street, first you gotta look right, then left, because they drive on the opposite side of the road here, just like England. Do not want to get hit. And here's all the way across there. That's the next town over. I think that's Corendi or Cormi, I'm not really sure. But very beautiful. As you guys can see though, in between this town and that town, it's absolute darkness. It's just a bunch of farms, no lights at all. Just small roads that lead there. But every town around this area, around the south, is just about the same. They have usually one or two big churches where the centers are, and they're all usually about the same size. I know a lot of people when they come to Malta, they're gonna stay in the main cities, Slima, Valletta, maybe even way on the other side of the island where the beaches are. But I do suggest coming to Zurrieq because it is very peaceful here. It's very inexpensive actually to stay in an Airbnb here. I had visitors coming over. We booked an Airbnb. It was, the square footage was bigger than my house back in the United States, and it was around 100 euros a night. It was 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, super nice, super spacious. The only problem is trying to find parking here. Do not rent a big car if you come to Malta. Get a small car, because even with a small car, you will still barely find parking. And with a big car, that's a whole different story. This looks like somewhere Osama bin Laden was hiding. I'm gonna flip the camera real quick. This looks like his estate, his compound, right before the Navy SEALs came in. I think this is a farm though, a farmhouse. There isn't much grass They do have these bushes everywhere, as you can see here, and sunflowers, a lot of flowers as well, different type of flowers, lilies, but they do not have a lot of grass. All the darkness you can see there is just soil, dirt. They grow potatoes here. That's basically all, because the dirt is filled with rocks, and you cannot grow much more than that. As a footballer, this town is perfect for me. I mean, living in a town where there's a lot to do, like Salima or a city, it's just not gonna be the best option for me as a footballer. There's too much to do, too many distractions. Living in a small town like this, not much going on. It's really nice. I can focus on my football. I can have peace and quiet when I go outside. There are places where I can find where there's nobody. If you go to a major city like Salima, Valletta, good luck trying to find any alone time, any peace or quiet. Constantly, day in, day out, there are people talking, moving about, cars everywhere, and it gets just super frustrating after a point. It's just nice to have some quiet. And Zurrieq definitely has a lot of places where, ooh, the lighting is really bad. Zurrieq has a lot of places where, you know, you can stay in the quiet, you can relax a bit, but it's pretty close to a lot of touristy spots. So if you do want to go enjoy being social, there's some bars. They have the Blue Grotto area, which is a big tourist spot where you can find nice bars, cafes, food spots, and you can swim there as well, scuba dive, do whatever you want there. It is very, very nice. Definitely one of my favorite parts of Malta is the Blue Grotto swimming area. Down that road leads to the Blue Grotto swimming area. Also, not far from there, one bus stop away or a short walk, is the Hajar Kim temples. You can see there, Hajar Kim. Basically what they are is old megalithic structures, about 6,000 BC, maybe more, and they are honestly super amazing. I'm now just heading back into the city. We're going through a back route where you can see the tight-knit roads. Here's a spot, I guess, for kids to play. Just a casual. These are the outskirts. Newer buildings, actually. These are all newer buildings. Once we get deeper into the city, it's a lot of older buildings. You can see why they are, because of the sides of the roads. I would say if you're traveling to Malta, definitely open a Revolut account, especially if you're going to be in smaller cities like these. Revolut is not sponsored. Revolut is just, it's kind of like Zelle, PayPal. It's a money transfer. And a lot of these small shops, they either accept cash or Revolut. I mean, the best would be carrying cash, but if not, Revolut should definitely be a number one on your apps when coming to Malta, because they don't accept card here in these small cities. It is a little bit frustrating, but basically what you do, you just scan a QR code and you just send them the money. You guys are gonna see a lot of these crosses up right now. You can kind of see it from the side. This is basically because it is Easter. They've had these crosses up for over a week now, this whole Easter week. They get very decorative. They have so-called feasts, where just celebrations. They do a lot of celebrations. They get very decorative. So basically any time of year you can see something like this in a small town. But as we're heading here, this is what I was talking about the small roads. You can tell this town was built a long time ago, because look how narrow these streets are. These were not built for cars. I mean, you can see in the brick as well. Super old buildings. But honestly, on the inside, a lot of them are surprisingly modern. They've definitely poured a lot of money into redeveloping here, or reinvesting money. Look at these roads. Ooh. These have definitely been here for a while. Here's a local dental spot. Dental is very nice in Europe, especially Malta. It's around $30 for a cavity. In the US, it's hundreds. So if you are here and you do have bad teeth or you just want to do a checkup, make sure you definitely do it here and not back in the US. You will save yourself a lot of money, because we all know how expensive American mental health is. Look at these tiny rows down there. I'm gonna keep going here. This is actually a route towards my place, so I know it pretty well by heart. A lot of these places, they do have Airbnbs, but they have rooftops as well. You can go onto the roof. You can drink some wine, relax, enjoy yourself. Here, instead of going down here, let's actually head up here. I'm not sure what this is actually. It was written in Maltese, but very, very religious here. Catholic origin, but look at these streets, amazing. Feels like I'm in a castle. I mean, supposedly these towns were kind of like castles back then, because they protected from a lot of invasions. There were a lot of invasions inside of Malta. Too many to count, but especially the Turkish, the Ottoman Empire, the Muslim conquerors, they came here a lot. So there were definitely a lot of hard-fought battles, even in these small towns. Let's continue heading up somewhere where I do not know where I'm going. I'm just hoping it's not a dead end. They can keep heading on. Here, as you guys can see, on here they have these rooftop patios. You can either, dry your clothes up there. You can relax, do all of that. There are definitely quite a few hills here, so this is a good workout if you're walking around. It's good for you. I think this is a dead end, but so I'm not gonna head in there. Look at these streets. You can tell these are very, very old. Maybe they redid the brick. I don't think so. You guys look at it. The stone, I should say. We have some little gardens here. It's hard to see because it's dark. But yeah, there's actually a lot of people living here. Almost all these homes are taken. They are actually not vacated, considering such a small town. A lot of people love living here. It's away from all the busy tourists. The locals, they want to have a community. They don't want to be ravaged by tourists all the time. So Zurrieq is a very, very nice city for that. Oop. We can head down there. This road looks a little bit cooler. Look at the width of these roads. My foot is around, there's a size 12, but with the extra size here, it's around 12 inches, 1 foot. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not even 8 feet in width here. This is why I'm saying, do not, oh, is that a car coming? Thankfully, no. Do not buy a big car. I am kind of just walking around here randomly. I'm not sure where I am, but they're up again. You guys see the crosses for Easter. I'm gonna see a barber shop behind this car. I don't even know where this is. It looks pretty cool. But look here. Definitely, you can tell that this was a kind of fortress area here. It would stop the invaders. You can tell this is more modern. This is built on later in the time. But if we go back to this, the change in the structures is amazing, honestly. Completely different. You can tell this is modernized and this is medieval times. Wow. Just keep heading down here. I'm not really sure where I'm at. I think I see my church all the way down there. I'm just gonna head in that direction. Hopefully that is the right place. All right. I have confirmed I am going the right way. Thank the Lord. That is, I'm not sure if you guys saw the top of it before, but that was the tower, the church actually. But yes, now I do remember here. Oftentimes when you're taking a bus back, if you take the longer route on the bus, they might go all the way around instead of into the bus stop in the middle, and they might stop here, and you can get to the main bus stop pretty easily. Just take a left right here. But honestly, looking here and turning back into the older city, so much more beautiful here. So much nicer, so much more pleasing to the eye. I really, really enjoy it. Here we're just heading down this nice road. Interesting, I do wonder some of this here. I do think so. I think this could be like a farm, kind of. Super awkward. But this is the garage. Or not very common here. Ooh, kitty. Let's see if he comes here to me. Come here. Kitty. Looks a little bit hesitant. I think he'll just walk by me, but I'm not sure. Kisia, iди сюда. Иди сюда. Сейчас погладю. Kisia. Oh, okay. Good kitty. Kitty, come here. Let me pet you. Ooh. Come here. He's on his mission. A lot of cats here. They are stray cats, but all the locals take care of them. I take care of two by myself, actually. But all the locals feed them. You can see none of them are slim at all. They all have a little bit of chunkiness to them. So the locals take good care of them. There are not many stray dogs here. I'm not sure if I've seen any, but cats, yes. They, you know, they're nice to the locals. They have beds here that the locals put out for them, food. It's very nice because even though they do not have a home, they get taken care of. Here's the Malta post office. Honestly, it's extremely unreliable. But as you guys can see, here's the main part of Zurrieq. The beautiful church in the background. All these lights out here, these... I think it's a super big flag right here, actually. And this is nowhere near how festive they get for their feasts. They have a feast for, I think they have two feasts here. A blue one and a red one. They have July and in August, and they go crazy. I mean, thousands and thousands of people come out, they show out. All in this block over here. Very, very crazy. All these roads, everything are decorated completely. They add poles here. It's unrecognizable. And if you guys want to take some money out, some cash, they have ATMs here. The ATMs, especially the HSBC one, some crazy transfer fees or withdrawal fees. I took out 10 euros and they charged me $5 on top of that. So it is a little bit crazy. I suggest maybe opening up a bank here, I'm not sure, or getting cash in the airport, maybe. Actually, no, the airport is a horrible place to get cash because they will definitely scam you. They have HSBC here, which is actually super popular. in the US and in Europe. So maybe if you're going to be traveling in Europe a lot, it'll be good, it'll be smart to open up an HSBC. Not sure if I showed this before, but these balconies here are traditional Maltese balconies. Very, very nice. You see these square shape. You will see them all over Malta, in small towns like this, but also big towns like Valletta. And here's the main church, which is the outside section. Parking here is a little bit dangerous. They do have cameras. As we head, here's the main section. It's a huge, huge church. Amazing how big it is, actually. This is the main road. I just completely embarrassed myself. There was a girl walking by. I let her pass and I just tripped over. That was definitely not a good moment in my career. It was not smooth at all. But here's the main road here, leading back to the church. And there's not much to it. Just up here is the main bus stop. You can go anywhere in Malta from here. I mean, of course, some places you're gonna have to get off and get on different buses, but here's the main hub where all the buses that you need will come. Not much that goes on here. I mean, there's a lot of kids here. I think I hear them. Down there, that road basically just leads back to the main road where I started at. So that was just a small overview of the Zurrieq town. Very, very beautiful town. Very quiet, peaceful, as you guys can see now. There are some teens, kids talking in the back, but I think this is a Friday. But very, very beautiful. Look at that church. Very calm, quiet town. I super enjoy it. You know, in the beginning I thought it was kind of boring because there's not much to do, but I really enjoy the tranquility of it, the calmness, the fact that everything's slow, calm. Nobody's in a rush here. It's very, very nice. On the next video, I'm gonna do a more in-depth version. I'm gonna walk to Blue Grotto, show you guys all about that, and hopefully go swimming if it's warm enough. And before I go completely, here's one of the kitties that I feed. He's relaxing, and to show you guys. I'm not sure what the other one is. I think he's just running around. Here are their homes. I do feed them, but they have food here. See, they have water as well. They have the homes when it's raining, it gets cold. They also like going under the cars. This one is not like getting pet at all. This little crazy guy. They're super, super cute, super friendly. They may be scared of you, but a lot of them, I've never seen one, you know, get mad or bite.